Hey guys, it's Dawn. I thought I would show you just very quickly how to set up an assignment so that it links to Q and so that it works for students. So we're going to go back into my advisory folder. And if you don't know how to set these up, I made a video earlier that shows you how to set these two things up. And I'm going to go into assignment 1. Remember, it is unpublished, so nobody can see it right now. And this is what it looks like just from the get-go. So this is what it looks like with no modifications. You as a teacher go to edit. You can write text in here, so you could write in directions or instructions. You could also, if you wanted, click this button right here. I do this often. I'm going to allow it to use my microphone. And you can do a little online lecture if you want to and talk to the kids. You could start the recording and then just hit save recording, and then it will pop up in that little screen. You could also upload if you have a YouTube video, if you have a little short clip that you want to show them, you could also upload that video or that audio file here, and then it would pop up right here. So there's lots of things you can do. You can embed Quizlets. So if you have made Quizlets, or if you want to go search for a Quizlet, you can find Quizlets and you can stick them directly in here. Yes, I'm sure I want to cancel. Thank you. There are things from Khan Academy that you can embed right in here. You can add pictures. You can add whatever you want. Often I will embed a Google Doc, and then the kids will have to make a copy of that Google Doc, answer questions, and then resubmit it to me. So we'll go over that down here. Kevin is going to make a video about how to link your Google Drive to this. Once you're linked, then you go here. I want to go to my Google Drive. And, oh, there we go. I'm on my home internet, so it's slow. Sometimes you'll see this authorized screen. Kevin's going to go over that with you. This might be trying to access my private email. So we'll see. Okay, so I definitely want it to be linked to my school email. I want to allow that to work. And now I'm in my Google Drive, my school one, and you can tell because of the icon, and you can tell because of that last page. So if I wanted to, I could go and find a document and I could embed it in this page. Oops. So I can just embed it, and I'm going to find just some, I don't know, here's my unit sheet. I can embed it or I can link it. I do different things depending on what I want kids to see. But up here it says directions. That's what I typed earlier. Now here's that document. The kids don't see all of this. I see all of this because I'm the editor. So normally this would be like a worksheet with, boxes in it for them to fill in. My students know already that they need to go file, make a copy, then they can type on it. But I would also include those directions up here. So this is, you can do whatever you want in this box. It could be, math page 55, 1 through 12. It could be whatever you want it to be. Points, so it's pretty easy to understand. You put the points in. Leave these two alone unless you have some sort of special grading system. I never do categories, and I always use points. Submission, this is important. So if you want them to submit something online, you have to make sure and click the online one. I don't think we're going to be doing paper, so that's probably not an option. And then external tool, I would leave this one alone too. There's some advanced stuff, but most of us are going to just be doing online. Sometimes you can do text entry. So if you ask them a question and you run a response, it's just going to be text entry. If you have a Google Doc and you want them to submit a Google Doc, I always just click File Uploads. If you click both, they get both windows and then they're confused about what to submit. So I just stick with either one or the other. There's all these other things you can use too, like if you are a choir teacher, maybe you just want a recording of their voice. If you are just looking for them to find a website on, fill in the blank, then you could use this. Plagiarism review, this is important and can be a great tool for language arts. I don't tend to use it. This is not a group assignment. That's probably not something we're going to use, although it's amazing when you can use it. Peer reviews, I wouldn't use that right now. This is an important box. So if you want this to link to the SIS Student Information System, or CUE, you need to click that box. And you also have to give this a due date. So it will not show up in CUE unless it has a due date. So you just pick a date. The default is midnight. You can change that. I want to save it, or I want to save and publish it. Either one is fine. So you can see up here it is published. So this is what it looks like now. I would have directions. Here's my Google Doc that I want them to access. It's a file upload. It's 10 points. It's for everybody. If I go back now to my modules, things changed a little bit. You can see this is green over here and green over here, which means it's published. I can unpublish it if I want to, or I can keep it published. There's a date and there's points here. If we go back home, you can see what this looks like as a student. So here's my one module that I have. Here's my one assignment. I know that it's due on the 19th for 10 points, and it does pop up on the kids' to-do list also. So this will show up on their dashboard also now. So when I click on this, my directions are up here. Unfortunately, this doesn't work in Student View because Student View has no Google account associated with it. This does work when a kid is logged into their school Google account. So this would work if I was on my school Google account, but since I'm using this Student View, it doesn't work. But I wanted to show you down here, submit assignment. So the kid just clicks submit. These are the options, right? So they can submit a file from their desktop or their computer. We want Google Drive. And again, this isn't going to work because I'm in Student View, but this would pop up their Google Drive. They would just click on the file and then click submit. So it's not going to work on here because I'm in this Student View. So it's not going to work, but it does work for them as long as they're logged into their school, that's important, their school Google Drive. And then also if they're linked to it on Canvas. And Kevin's going to make a video showing how to do that. So pretty easy. Assignments function this way, and also discussions function this way. Quizzes are a little bit different, so I'll make a separate video on how to do quizzes. But that's the nuts and bolts. That would be like a very basic, here's an article, read it, open a text box, respond to it. This is, then you guys would grade it. I'm going to make, or maybe Kevin, one of us is going to make a video later on showing you guys SpeedGrader, the little grading program that you use in here. So hopefully that's helpful. And if you have questions specifically for Kevin and I, either email us or, Zoom us or whatever, and we can make little videos on your topic too.